So now, real fun. About an hour ago, a few days ago, two pedophile witch police kidnapped me and tried to manipulatively coerce me. Committed many crimes against me. Technically, they actually kidnapped me multiple times because each time you deprive somebody of their will, that is kidnapping. Okay? Each time. So, if you legally arrest me, kidnapping. If you threaten me, kidnapping, you're depriving me of my will for each time. Okay? Now, the funniest part is, they knew who I was. The world saw me be God. These cunts have been trying to set me up for over 20 years because they knew I was king. Okay? Now, I played it off, acted like I was nobody. I ignored them. Okay? And, they could never get me on anything because I never do anything wrong. Alright? In the last few years, they proceeded to try and set me up for murder multiple times. Fraud, I guess, making illegal funds, many crimes anyway. Obviously, I never committed any crimes. Everybody fucking sees me. I eat old food out of the bin. My clothes have holes in them. Sometimes I don't even have shoes or a shirt. Alright? And occasionally I will get some cans. Alright? And if people offer me money, I usually deny it. Okay? Because I am the example. Deny thyself. Do you really need it? Everybody's seen them try and deprive me of food, and they'd try and steal the cans, so I couldn't even cash them in if I needed to buy something for my dog. They stole my bank card and my license, but here's where they really fucked up. Each time they tried to set me up, they couldn't, and I kept my mouth shut. I didn't say a thing, but everybody saw, because they moved people out of town. There's a few left, and those ones noticed, and I kept moving, so people all over the countryside saw. And they thought, this is suspicious. Plus, obviously, they broadcast it on the internet. Now, why did they do these things? Obviously, if I'm God, they didn't have authority to. But I gave them the authority to hunt me. I gave them the idea to put it online. Why? Because then the world would know that I was God. You see? Now, they're narcissistic, so they're going to say, well, he's not God. Okay? Even though they knew I was. But, here's the thing. What's easier? Let the evil destroy itself? Or, try and destroy evil? You're also brainwashed, and you don't want to be accountable for your actions when I told you that you are. And anyway, that's a different story. Let's get to the point. An hour ago, about, whether it's because I cloned my phone or somebody told them I was there, whatever. They did clone my phone illegally, but anyway. This old pedo copper rolls in on me at Aspley. I was looking for some cans in the bin. Anyway, when he rolled up towards me, he just about shit his pants. It looked like he'd seen a ghost. Why? Because he had organised for my murder. But hey, they've done it plenty of times, except for they can't kill me. Maybe they thought they did kill me, but I never died. God can't die. God never died for your sins. Okay? You've all seen me live. You've all seen me prophesy, and every prophecy I gave came true. I told you this nation of people will be destroyed. This one. I told you these pedophile police will go down. They did. And here's the funny part, okay? Because you don't share it, you're accountable for their crimes. Because you're not being in truth. And I showed you, what did you have to fear? God can protect you. No harm came to me. Anyway, this dickhead, it almost looked like the life left his body when he saw me. This isn't the first time this has happened. Everywhere, people tried to murder me and go against me. The very next time I walked into town, they shit themselves. They were scared. And then after that, they would have been more scared because they seen acts of God come. Earthquakes, severe storms, etc., and people paying the cost for the crimes they committed. People lose millions and billions of dollars. Businesses go out of business. People get arrested for being pedophile witches. Okay? Now, it's funny because they turn their body cams off, yet there's still street cameras. Sometimes they rip them out, sometimes they control the people, scared them that was in the shops, whatever. No worries. But those cars they drive, they're all fucking GPS tracked. So they can't explain why they were when they were where they were, because I was there and they had no reason, right, to be where I was, and especially groups of them. Now, the electronic chips in their cars also record what speed they do, and if what electronics are used in the car once the tool's hooked up to it, so it can tell you if the siren's been played or not. That includes the ambulances. Why is that important? Because they're all trafficked children. Why do you think they allowed Indians into the country? They got them over here because they're pedophiles. They're pedophile witches, okay? Why do you think they're all Uber drivers? Because they transport children that they've kidnapped, raped and tortured in Ubers. Why? Because people don't notice it. They used to do it in taxis, but Uber's a lot more convenient for them. Taxis stand out more, you know? There's not a lot of taxis. And go back to these dickhead cop pedophiles that illegally kidnapped me and arrested me the other day. They knew who I was, but he's seen the writing on my scooter. Only God has authority, and the world's about to end. And he shit himself because he realised I was who I was. Maybe they never told him who I was when they got him to do what they did, but the very last people who tried to do the same thing as him, well, they never showed up again. So whatever happened to them, they ran away. Who knows? Only one of them was the police. Two of them were impersonating police in false uniforms, which was at a public service station. 3 cars rolled up, and I hadn't actually committed a crime. Somebody tried to murder me. Unregistered vehicle assault. Electric e-bike doing like 70 kilometers an hour, tried to run me over, told him to get off the footpath. They jumped off the bike and attacked me. And you know, when he jumped off the bike, he said, well, before he jumped off the bike, whatever, he said, you know, I have a right to be here. I'm like, no, you fucking don't. You're not even allowed to ride the e-bike, let alone on the footpath, and on the wrong side of the footpath. And he claimed my dog attacked him, but I don't think my dog's lead was long enough. My dog jumped in front of me and barked at him. And I said, show me fucking red bitch. He didn't. And he just started wailing on me. Eventually another guy showed up behind him and told him to leave because I kept telling him to leave. I'm like, I don't want to fucking hit you. Just leave. And the angels were holding me back. I could barely fucking move. You know? Anyway. Yeah. That was their last mistake. But so after that interview where they had kidnapped me, he's like, so why did you even let us pick you up? Well, they kidnapped me and they broke many laws. And 2, now they get investigated. You see? Because of that one act and how illegally they made it, now that means they can get questioned for everything else, which I never spoke of. But there will be record of, because like I said, all their cars are tracked. I mean, every person saw it. Will you say anything? Probably not, but if you don't, you get charged with their crimes. By me, God.